What up? Welcome to Everyone's a Critic. Today we're going to attempt to understand the game of American football. So what makes American football exciting is its combination of raw athleticism and tactics. American football is explosive. NFL players are some of the best athletes around at combining strength and speed. And due to the stop-start nature of the game, it's also very, very tactical. One thing you might hear a lot, particularly somewhere like England where rugby is popular, is that American football is the same game but with extra padding. As we'll see in this video, apart from the fact that players can run with the ball, these really are two very different games, and indeed the levels of contact in both sports are very different. Whilst generally interchangeable, American football is the sport and NFL is the league, the equivalent being soccer and the Premier League in England. Like most sports, the aim of the game is to get more points than the other team. Unlike soccer, however, where players both attack and defend, American football has designated teams for attacking and defending. Each side will have 11 players on the field at a time. The offense is the set responsible for scoring points. The best way to do this is to get the ball into the opposition end zone for a touchdown, which is worth 6 points. The NFL field is 100 yards from end zone to end zone, with the goalposts or uprights another 10 yards. The offense will attempt to move the ball down the field, known as a drive. The offense have to move the ball a minimum of 10 yards forward per 4 attempts or downs. A down begins when the center snaps the ball to the quarterback to begin the play and ends when the ball goes out of bounds or the player with the ball is tackled. There are two primary ways to get the ball down the field, either by running or passing the ball. The most important offensive player is the quarterback. He's the one who will either throw the ball or start off a running play. When passing, he will primarily look to throw to one of his wide receivers. These players are incredibly fast and agile with great catching ability. To complete a pass, the receiver must have control of the ball and both feet making contact with the ground in bounds. Even on pass plays, players can catch the ball and continue running until they are tackled or go out of bounds. When running the ball, the quarterback will generally either run with the ball himself or hand the ball off to the running back, who will attempt to run the ball up the field. The offensive line's job is to protect the quarterback. The opposition's defensive team will attempt to tackle the quarterback before he has the chance to run or pass the ball off. The offensive line's job is to keep them at bay, and where possible, they can also move up the field and offer up another pass option for the quarterback. So the offensive team will try to move the ball up the field using a combination of pass and run plays. If the offense manages a touchdown, they then have the opportunity to convert for extra points. They can opt for a single extra point through a point after touchdown, similar to a penalty kick in soccer, which is relatively low risk. Or they can go for 2 points, which is much higher risk, attempting to get the ball into the end zone from open play from 2 yards out. If the offense don't make 10 yards in a set of downs, possession will turn to the opposition from the same spot on the field. The first number refers to the down, and the number beside it the remaining yards they still need to get. If the offensive team get to 4th down, they will most often opt to kick the ball. If the offense are in the opposition half, they will likely opt for a field goal, which is a kick through the goalposts worth 3 points. Typical range is anything within 50 yards to the opposition goalposts. If the offensive team, however, are in their own half, they will probably opt to punt the ball, essentially kicking the ball as far into the opposition half so that they start their drive as far back as possible. Defense. The job of the defense obviously is to prevent the offense from advancing up the field and also to try and regain possession of the ball. There are various ways to get the ball back. The most common way is turnover on downs, essentially stopping the offense from progressing 10 yards. To stop progression, the defense will cover the front and back areas of the field. The defensive backs attempt to stop the pass down the field. These include the cornerbacks, mostly responsible for man-marking wide receivers, and safeties, who guard the mid-pass regions. The defensive line's job is to stop run plays and to try and tackle the quarterback before he has a chance to throw or hand off the ball, known as a sack. The offense would then start their next play at the point the quarterback was tackled, most often losing yards. So defending players are not allowed to tackle receivers before they catch the ball, otherwise they would have no chance. Unlike in rugby, tackles or hits are allowed anywhere from the head down. This is the main reason for the difference in padding. So there are other ways of regaining possession, one being interceptions. If the defense can intercept a pass, they have the opportunity to run the ball towards the opposition end zone until they're tackled, thus starting their drive closer to the goal. Another way of regaining possession is through fumbles. If one of the offensive players drops the ball and the defense are the first to pick it up, they will then get the ball back. They also have the opportunity to advance the ball up the field until they're brought down to give them a better start in the following drive. Special teams. The final element to an American football side is special teams. In addition to an offensive set and a defensive set, each team will have a set for special teams responsible for all kicking plays. Similar to soccer, each half begins with a kickoff. In American football, this starts with the kicking team punting the ball as far into the opponent's half as possible. The returning team then have a chance to catch the ball and run as far as they can up the field to determine their starting point for their offensive drive. NFL games last for 60 minutes playing time, divided into 4 15-minute quarters, though with timeouts, halftime, changeovers, fouls, etc., they usually take around 3 hours. American football can be strange to get accustomed to at first, but once you get familiar with the format and the dynamics of the game, you'll start to pick it up pretty quickly. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe for more topics. Let us know in the comments what you thought of the video and if there's any topics you would like to see next. Peace.